Hi everybody, I'm Anya and I'm a cinematographer and editor here in New York City, and I specialize in movement. In this video today, I want to share what I've learned from creating my first short film from the inception to its completion.
There is a real important energy in being a feminine woman.
Exciting news, it has been selected to Video Art and Experimental Film Festival.
Yay!
I always wanted to create a film, but because at the time I was so busy filming events, organizing events, training as a dancer, I never really had the time to sit down and really think about like what kind of film I want to create. Felt like pandemic was a perfect moment because, well, nothing is happening. But when I sat down, I honestly did not have any ideas. I felt like I don't have any stories to tell. Number one step, getting over that fear of failing or feeling like it's not going to be good enough. The idea can be in your head and you would never know what it looks like until you actually create it. In order for you to see the idea, you have to start it, you have to execute it in order then to understand what can you improve on, what do you want to do differently, and practicing acceptance that it's not going to be perfect, like off the bat knowing that it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Like looking back now, it's been 2 years, there's so many different things that I feel like, oh, I could do this differently, but this is where now I get to build on top of what I've created, and that's the exciting part. That's the exciting part, that you get more and more ideas after you created something, because now you understand how to do it and you understand how to do it even better. Another thing that I've learned from making this film is to trust yourself. When you first starting laying something down on the timeline, and then you see all this footage, you see this interview, you see the B-roll, and you're like, what is this? How does this all connect? How is this gonna end? How does this gonna start? You have no idea. I started as a photographer, and then I started learning how to film, because when you doing video and you're learning, there's no one else who's gonna edit what you're doing, so you kind of have to start learning editing as well. Editing has been something that was very challenging to me, even more challenging than cinematography. I'll get very excited, I'll film something, and then I sit down, I look at my timeline, and I get very, very overwhelmed. I had to keep saying to myself, like, hey, this is okay. Like, you will figure it out. Just keep going. Just trust yourself. Choose things that make sense to you. Choose things that you feel that are resonating. That's what it's like to create something from yourself. I think lastly, the third thing that I've learned from going through this experience that helped me to create so many other projects after this was finishing it. And something I learned from Creative Act that Rick Rubin said is really important to finish project, because by finishing it, you complete the exercise, right? You complete the practice. And if you don't see it through end, you kind of don't complete the full lesson, so you don't learn fully from it. Also, completing it within a specific time. If you wait too long, or if you work on it too long trying to perfect it, you kind of miss the opportunity to express your current state as an artist. And I really felt that, because when I finished the first cut, this is where my editing skill was at. And then a year later, when I looked at it again, that year just happened that I was doing a lot of editing, so my skill really improved. And so looking back at the rough cut that I did, I was like, whoa, like I'm gonna make this completely different now. So original rough cut was actually like 12 minutes. And now this final version is 5 minutes. I knew that it's going to be a different version of myself, because yes, I am going to keep improving every year, and I need to stop at a certain point on this project and let other projects to be an extension of the new version of me. Thanks again for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you next time.